On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Transgender.
Relating to or denoting a person whose gender identity does not correspond to that person's biological sex assigned at birth.
Examples:
Transgender person. Transgender rights. Many transgender individuals face discrimination and marginalization in society.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Identify. To
recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Accord.
An official agreement or treaty between two organizations, countries, etc. Verb, allow to have.
Examples:
Accord with public opinion. By national accord. The organization finally signed a peace accord.
Survey.
An investigation of the opinions, behavior, etc. of a particular group of people, made by asking people questions.
Examples:
A comprehensive survey. Recent survey. That survey shows that people are accepting the tax increase to some extent.
Claim.
To assert that something is true, to demand or request something as one's own, to lay legal or moral right to something. Noun, a demand or assertion of a right or something that one believes to be true.
Examples:
Claim responsibility. False claim. He wants to claim ownership of the abandoned property.
Topic.
A subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples:
A serious topic. The topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Gender.
The range of characteristics of femininity and masculinity and differentiating between them, especially when considering social and cultural differences rather than differences in biology.
Examples:
Gender-blind policies. Dual gender. Cultural norms strongly influence gender expectations.
Variance.
The fact or quality that two or more things are different, divergent, or inconsistent, a difference between conflicting facts, claims, or opinions.
Examples:
Variance analysis. Having no variance. The article is at variance with the truth.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Cite.
To refer to something such as a passage, book, etc. as evidence for a theory, or as a reason why something has happened.
Examples:
Cite various authorities. Cite a fact as evidence. The devil can cite scripture for his purpose.
Indigenous.
Someone or something that is native to or occurring naturally in a particular place.
Examples:
Indigenous crop. Indigenous peoples. The indigenous plants need to be pollinated by local insects.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Umbrella.
A device consisting of a circular canopy of cloth on a central pole used as protection against rain or sometimes against the sun.
Examples:
Umbrella coverage. Umbrella ban. She opened her umbrella to protect herself from the rain.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
Spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Variant.
Something that is slightly different from others of the same type.
Examples:
Variant types of pigeon. A variant of the same word. The first variant of the virus appeared in less than a month.
Shaman.
A person who is regarded as having access to the spirit world and who typically acts as a healer or intermediary between spirits and humans in certain cultures and traditions.
Examples:
Shaman's wisdom. The tribe's shaman. The village shaman performed a healing ritual for the ailing elder.
Heal.
To make a wound or injury to become well again.
Examples:
Heal a broken bone. Heal the hurt mind. It will take time for her mental scars to heal.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Colon.
The punctuation mark used to introduce a list, summary, explanation, etc., or before reporting what someone has said, a significant part of the large intestine, the final section of the digestive system.
Examples:
Colon examination. The colon at the end of the sentence. Consumption of vegetables may aid in the prevention of colon cancer.
Resume.
To continue or begin anew after a pause or interruption.
Examples:
Resume an office. Resume a relationship. We resumed negotiations after a temporary break.
Cashier.
An employee responsible for handling transactions, such as payments or returns, in a store or other business.
Examples:
Cashier position. Bank cashier. After working as a cashier for a few years, she was promoted to a managerial position within the grocery store.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Confine.
To restrict the movement of someone or something.
Examples:
Confine themselves solely. Confine the scope of use. The animal was confined in a small cage.
Asylum.
Protection granted to someone who has left their home country as a political refugee.
Examples:
Grant asylum. Asylum law. The refugees sought asylum in the neighboring country.
Androgyne.
A person who has both male and female qualities or characteristics, an androgynous person.
Examples:
Androgyne traits. Androgyne fashion. The model had an androgyne appearance, with sharp cheekbones and short hair.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
Defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Persecution.
The act or practice of treating someone cruelly or unfairly, especially based on race, religion, or political belief.
Examples:
Persecution of minorities. Suffer persecution. The religious minority faced persecution from the dominant group.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Aid.
Things sent to help countries in need, notably food or money, support.
Examples:
Financial aid. Country-by-country aid programs. Pakistan's aid budget was still being reviewed.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Correspond.
To match or be similar to something else almost exactly, to exchange messages.
Examples:
Correspond to a standard. Correspond with a foreign student. The numbers on the sign correspond to points on the map.
Extensive.
Covering a large area, having a wide range.
Examples:
Extensive experience. Have extensive vocabulary. The incident attracted extensive media coverage throughout the world.
Arrest.
To take into custody.
Examples:
Arrest the thief. Arrest the progress. A police officer has the authority to arrest a criminal.
Introductory.
Intended as an introduction or preliminary, serving as a base or starting point.
Examples:
Introductory biology text. Product introductory sale. The introductory class was designed to give students a basic understanding of the subject.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Reed.
A tall, slender-leaved plant that grows in water. A thin strip of wood or metal that vibrates to produce sound in certain musical instruments such as oboe, clarinet, and saxophone.
Examples:
Reed instrument. A young bud of reed. The reed in the wind instrument needs to be replaced.
Headline.
A heading at the top of a newspaper or magazine story or page.
Examples:
Headline article. Banner headline. The engagement of the two golf players became headline news.
Transition.
The process or period of changing from one state or circumstance to another.
Examples:
transition phase. Ensure a smooth transition. The nation's healthcare system is in transition at the moment.
Suburbanite.
A person who lives in a suburban area, which is often a residential area near a larger city or urban center.
Examples:
suburbanite neighborhood. Upscale suburbanite. The suburbanite lifestyle is often associated with a car-dependent culture.
Carve.
To create something by cutting wood or stone, to turn sharply.
Examples:
carve a statue. Carve my name on the plate. This statue is carved from a single tree trunk.
Drag.
To pull or haul with force.
Examples:
drag a chair over. Drag a team down. He dragged the heavy suitcase behind him as he walked.
Forefront.
The leading or most important position or place, the forefront of a movement or cause.
Examples:
forefront technology. The forefront of an air mass. Education is at the forefront of our society's priorities for ensuring a better future.
Seminal.
Highly original, influential, or innovative, containing the seeds or beginnings of future development or growth, of medicine, of or relating to semen or the male reproductive system.
Examples:
seminal research. Seminal duct. The book was a seminal work in psychology, influencing generations of researchers.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
a circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Riot.
A violent disturbance of the peace by a crowd, characterized by destruction of property, looting, arson, and attacks on individuals.
Examples:
riot police. Riot control gas. The riots in the city have left many buildings damaged and several people injured.
Cafeteria.
A restaurant where customers serve themselves from a counter and pay for what they have taken, often found in factories, colleges, hospitals, etc.
Examples:
cafeteria lunch. Office cafeteria. The university's cafeteria was busy with students and staff grabbing a quick lunch.
Stonewall.
To refuse to answer questions or provide information, to delay discussion or decision.
Examples:
stonewall the investigation. Stonewall their attempts. The government stonewalled the opposition party's efforts to access information about the project.
In.
A small hotel or lodging establishment typically located in a rural area, often serving food and drink as well as lodging.
Examples:
Inn's lounge. Seaside inn. We stayed at a cozy inn during our road trip.
Veteran.
A person who has had long experience in a particular area or activity.
Examples:
A 20-year veteran in the industry. Veteran teacher. The veteran soldiers have the role of teaching recruits the stringencies of training.
Revolutionary.
Relating to or characterized by a complete or dramatic change.
Examples:
Revolutionary change. Enforce revolutionary justice. The revolutionary leader inspired others to join the fight for freedom and democracy.
Discriminate.
To treat a person or particular group of people worse or better than another, especially in an unfair way, to recognize or perceive the difference between people or things.
Examples:
Discriminate against women employees. Discriminate between different things. You should not discriminate against minorities.
Unemployed.
Not having a job, although able to work.
Examples:
Assignment for the unemployed youth. People who are unemployed. My father was unemployed for so long.
Loom.
To appear or take shape as a large, especially in a frightening way.
Examples:
Loom over the global economy. Loom on the horizon. The issue of divorce loomed large in his mind.
Epidemic.
The widespread outbreak of a particular disease in a large number of people at the same time.
Examples:
A worldwide epidemic. Health epidemic. The disease is now reaching epidemic proportions in our country.
Disenfranchise.
To prevent someone from having the right to vote or from having an equal opportunity to vote.
Examples:
Disenfranchise voters. Disenfranchise citizens. The new citizenship laws will disenfranchise many immigrants.
Daring.
Brave and taking risks.
Examples:
Daring escape. Make a daring face. Her choices become increasingly daring and creative.
Illustrate.
To provide pictures, photographs, diagrams, etc. in a book or something for explanation.
Examples:
Illustrate a key point. Illustrate a story. The company's financial records illustrate how successful it has been.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples.
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Pile.
A collection of objects positioned one on top of another, a large sum of something, such as money.
Examples.
A sand pile. The height of a pile. After the party, they had to clean up piles of dirty dishes.
Institute.
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples.
Institute a lawsuit. Research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Recap.
To repeat or summarize what has been said, decided, etc.
Examples.
Recap key points. Recap briefly. Let me quickly recap these results.
Peer.
A person who has the same age, status, or ability.
Examples.
Peer group. Peer review. Among young people, peer pressure can be pretty influential.
Advocate.
A person who supports or suggests an idea, development, or way of doing something.
Examples.
An advocate of disarmament. Public education advocates. Advocates of abolishing the death penalty often argue that the alternative heaviest sentence should be life in prison.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples.
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Obtain.
To get something, especially by making a great effort.
Examples.
Obtain a license. Obtain a bid. Where can I obtain the application form?
Hire.
To give somebody a job.
Examples.
Hire a guide. Hire a car by the hour. We should always be prepared to hire talented recruits.
Devastating.
Causing a great deal of destruction or damage.
Examples.
Have devastating effects. Treat this devastating disease. This typhoon was the most devastating in years.
Implication.
Something that is inferred or indirectly stated, the act or fact of being involved in something.
Examples. The
implication in a crime. The implication of a word. His poem has a very significant implication.
Deliberate.
Done with full consciousness of nature and effects rather than by accident.
Examples:
The deliberate act of provocation. Deliberate attempt. Despite its advanced science and technology, the empire was deliberate about invasion.
Attempt.
An act or effort of trying to do something, especially something difficult.
Examples:
The attempt to rescue the hostages. A reckless attempt. The third attempt was far more successful.
Erase.
To remove something completely, especially by rubbing it.
Examples:
Erase a memory. Erased the files. He attempted to erase the misspelled word.
Countless.
Too numerous to be counted or very many.
Examples:
Countless hours. Answer countless questions. There are countless methods for dealing with stress.
Bury.
To place a dead body in the ground, grave, or tomb.
Examples:
Bury in the earth. Bury emotion. There is plenty of space to bury everyone.
Celebrated.
Renowned for possessing admirable attributes.
Examples:
Celebrated artist. Celebrated paper. 3 celebrated tenors performed during the president's inauguration.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Phase.
Any stage in a series of events, change, or development.
Examples:
Enter on the last phase. 2-phase structure. The era of the Industrial Revolution was a crucial phase of history.
Intention.
Something you want to do and are going to do.
Examples:
Intention behind his decision. Clear intention. Our CEO's intentions are always transparent and straightforward.
Conversation.
An informal talk between 2 or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Acknowledge.
To accept or admit the existence, reality, or truth of something. To accept that someone or something has a particular authority or quality. To express obligation, thanks, or gratitude for someone's help, commitment, etc.
Examples.
Acknowledge the deed. Acknowledge his help. He never acknowledged his fault.
Overreact.
To react more strongly or excessively than is necessary or appropriate.
Examples.
Overreact with anger. Overreact to the criticism. She overreacted to the situation and caused unnecessary stress.
Murder.
The crime of killing somebody intentionally.
Examples.
Murder in the second degree. Attempted murder. This intriguing murder mystery remains unsolved.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples.
Circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Dire.
Extremely serious or urgent, critical, grave, or disastrous.
Examples.
Suffer dire poverty. Dire situation. The dire economic straits called for immediate action.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples.
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples.
Mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Anomaly.
Something or someone that deviates from what is expected or normal, often in a way that is difficult to explain or understand.
Examples.
Anomaly detection. Global temperature anomaly. The sudden drop in the stock market was an anomaly that puzzled many investors.
Drill.
A tool or machine used for making round holes or driving fasteners, a training or practice.
Examples.
The drill hit the well. Fire drill. Several military drill programs have become popular methods of exercise.
Ancestor.
A person from whom one is descended, a forefather.
Examples.
Ancestor language. Earliest human ancestor. My remote ancestor immigrated to the United States from Ireland in the 1800s.
Pride.
A feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's achievements.
Examples:
Pride of a company. Hide his pride. She took great pride in her work, always striving for perfection.
Belong.
To be the property of someone or something, to be a member or part of a group, to be in the proper or appropriate place.
Examples:
Belong to different species. Belong to a group. All the books in this section belong to the library's rare collection and must be handled carefully.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Vibrant.
Full of energy, life, and enthusiasm.
Examples:
A city vibrant with life. Variety of vibrant colors. A vibrant private sector is crucial for economic growth.
Uplift.
The process of raising land to a higher elevation, or the result of this process. Verb, fill with high spirits.
Examples:
Uplift mountains. Uplift my spirit. The uplift in the stock market has been a relief to investors.
Celebrate.
To acknowledge a memorable or good day or event with a social gathering or enjoyable activity.
Examples:
Celebrate his election. Celebrate Christmas. He celebrated the 10th anniversary of his tenure.